Caroline Selby, who's a graphic design and visual communication major at Champlain College. And congratulations!
Thank you!
So I know a little.
Yes.
First of all, you were in the elevator pitch competition, and what was your pitch, by the way, when we did that?
It was about my capstone project, raising awareness about OCD.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Actually, tell me a little bit more about that a capstone project.
Yeah, so for my capstone last semester, I created a social media campaign raising awareness among the general public about OCD, because there's a lot of misconceptions about it, and I wanted to try and combat those.
By the way, there are a number of people in my life where this is a relevant thing.
Yeah.
Is that something that's relevant either to you or other people you know?
Yeah, I have OCD, so I've experienced this firsthand of people not understanding and wanting to feel understood. So I wanted to spread awareness about it.
How does graphic design apply to the ideas of OCD? How were you able to use that?
So I really wanted to find a way to visualize OCD so that people who don't have it could look at something and be like, oh, I get how it feels. You know, I understand it. So I made a series of short animations based on interviews I did with people, visualizing what OCD feels like so that people who don't have it could just see a video and be like, oh, I get it.
Right. Yeah. And I would suspect that there are a lot of people who experience this but haven't even identified it.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah, and I've had people at the gallery opening come up to me and say, you know, my project made them feel seen, or, you know, people had experienced, you know, OCD thoughts, but they didn't even know that it was OCD, and they said, you know, your project opened my eyes, and I learned what this is, and it really changed my life. And it was really amazing.
With this, it seems like such a Champlain kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm getting at is like, how'd you feel about being here? But before I ask that question, it seems like, you know, what you might be thinking about doing professionally is ways of using your technical skills with things you really care about.
Definitely. Yeah, I would love to go into nonprofit work, something to, use my design for good. What I like to say. Use my skills for good.
Yeah.
And create meaningful change.
Yeah, with a mission.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. So 4 years of Champlain.
Yes.
Now, by the way, it couldn't all have been great. It had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But you know, what's your feeling at this point now that you're reflecting?
I don't know. It's crazy to think that it's over. You know, at the beginning of my freshman year, I was so uncertain of anything. I don't know. I didn't know who I was or where I was going.
Yeah.
I had no sense of direction.
Right.
And now I feel like I'm graduating and I'm ready to enter the world. And I am really sad to leave. I've loved Champlain. It was the only school I applied to, and
oh really?
Yeah, and I have no regrets. I would do it 1,000 times over, exactly the same.
I mean, my own college experience was a lot of it is figuring out who you are, getting to know yourself.
Definitely.
Sounds like you really did that. Yeah. So where are you going?
I'm going back to Maryland, where I'm from, Baltimore, and I'm gonna search for jobs there. But I'm really open to anywhere. I'm sad to leave Vermont. I love Vermont.
Me too.
Yeah. So I'm definitely open to coming back.
Okay. Well, the options are many.
Yeah. I'm wide open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caroline Selby, graphic design and visual communication major, and so cool all the things that you did.